it's LPS Cream Collie 78 here again. Well, this is a rather unexpected video. So today, I want to make another video talking about Little Princess. If you guys have no clue what I am talking about, let me explain. I am talking about the British children's franchise simply known as Little Princess. Not to be confused with that Russian Little Princess or a Little Princess. Basically, originally, Little Princess started out as a book series created by Tony Ross, who later became well known for illustrating the Horrid Henry books. But who cares about Horrid Henry? That's already being talked about way too much by the internet, and yet Little Princess is just falling behind, barely being talked about by any other YouTuber, which really sucks. And I even had posted a 30-minute long video going over a brief history of Little Princess, going into a deep dive and explaining all the details. If you would like to watch this video, then you can click on the link down in the description below. Alright, time to finally talk about the main topic of this video. So, another user by the name of the Fuzzlies channel, they made a video, they posted a video, and they mentioned me. And I watched the video, and it contains what is probably one of the most obscure looking Little Princess media of all time. I even didn't know this piece of obscure media existed until just now. So, according to the Fuzzlies channel, it is an animated short from 1996. Almost 30 whole years ago. I thought that the 1991 animated I Want My Potty short from Anytime Tales was like the only piece of animated media before the television series. Oh yeah, I mean, the television series had a pilot, and you can actually watch it on the Illuminated Film Company's official channel. I do not know how on earth the Fuzzlies channel managed to find this piece of media. So, once again, this is an old animated short from back in the year of 1996, which is literally 5 years after the Little Princess made her first animated debut back in, the Anytime Tales I Want My Potty short. The animated short is apparently titled Bedtime. And, well, now I'm gonna go over the short for you guys, and you can tell me what you think about this short in the comments section below.
Dirty Teddy, you need a bath.
So the short begins with the queen, the little princess's mother, calling her out and saying that it's bath time. But the little princess just simply does not want to take a bath and remarks how it's a waste of water and soap and towels.
But I'm not dirty yet. That's a waste of hot water. And soap. And warm towels.
And then what happens next is that the little princess climbs up a tree and then falls into a big puddle of mud.
And yellow duck.
Then what happens next is that the little princess literally climbs up the water spout up to the rooftop of the house and then literally falls down the chimney.
Until you are properly dirty.
Thankfully, she's not hurt, but are you serious right now? Listen, I know that this is all just a cartoon, but to me, I think that her parents, the king and queen, who have no names, they did not realize at all that their young daughter, who's probably like 3 years old or something, had literally climbed up the wall and then went onto the roof and then went straight down the chimney. She fell down the chimney, which is probably really dangerous. I don't even know what to say about the king and queen from Little Princess.
That's better.
And now the little princess is all dirty. So now her father takes her up to the bathroom so little princess can take a bath.
Ooh, I don't want a bath.
But no, little princess still refuses to take a bath, and instead she goes on over to the sink, washes her hands, and she brushes her teeth.
I'd rather wash my hands and my face and clean my teeth.
And then little princess goes on to brush her hair and put on her pajamas, and then states that she would rather immediately go to bed. Everyone asks why, and the reason why is because Teddy is in bed. That's right, Gilbert's in bed, her Teddy.
My hair. I don't want a bath. I would rather go to bed.
Why? Why? Why?
Because Ted's in bed. And there's a spider in the bath.
And another reason why is because little princess saw a little spider in the bathtub. Like, come on, in real life, I have seen little spiders in the bathtub before, like when I'm about to take a shower or something, but I just get rid of them when I see them, and it's not that hard. Well, I know for a fact that the spiders down in Australia are like really dangerous, which had led to an actual episode of Peppa Pig titled Mr. Skinny Legs, which talks about how spiders are harmless, being banned from Australian television. And well, that's the end of this Little Princess short. It just ends there, and that's it. In conclusion, what I find interesting about this short is that the animation It looks a little better than the actual television series that came out a decade later, don't you think? And some of you may have actually found that the little princess's voice isn't as annoying. Because in this 1996 animated short, Little Princess is voiced by an actual child.
That's better. That's better. Ooh, I don't want a bath.
No, it isn't. They eat and eat.
Whereas later in the actual Little Princess TV show, she was voiced by an adult. No offense to Jane Horrocks. Sorry about that. And well, that's all I have to say in this video. It would be great if I can learn more on where this 1996 short came from. Was it like a pilot or something? Was it like a short that just played in between commercials on children's channels? Was it like lost media from a canceled Little Princess series that was originally going to come out in the 1990s? I really don't know, and probably it's all thanks to the Little Princess franchise being literally dead and no one talking about Little Princess, which is really sad. I have seen other YouTube channels making videos and talking about forgotten and obscure cartoons that probably a lot of other people have never heard of or never talked about before. Why not Little Princess? Will someone else talk about Little Princess one day? I sure hope so. Just take a little break from SpongeBob and Bluey for a while. Even though I like these shows are so popular and like everyone talks about them, while some other cartoons, even from like the 90s to the 2000s, they're just being forgotten and rotting away. And it looks like that Little Princess is really forgotten. Especially considering the fact that the Little Princess books, the original Little Princess books, it had even gotten an obscure spin-off series titled The Not So Little Princess. It's even literally revealed some more lore behind the character and reveals what her full real name is. I really cannot just be one of the only 3 people that talks about Little Princess. Someone out there, if you remember Little Princess, please leave a nice comment down below and tell me what you remember of Little Princess. Have any of you read Tony Ross's books? Have you watched the television series? Let me know. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this video. I hope you have a great rest of the day or night. I know I have been recently focusing on Plotagon more than Little Princess, and I'm sorry about that. I will try my best and I'll see if I will be able to make another Little Princess video in the future. This is LPS Cream Collie 78 signing out.